Josh, good to see you. I really like today's topic. FinTok makes investing look easy, but is it setting you up to fail? Social media finance gurus have exploded in popularity as more people turn to social media for money advice. A recent FINRA investor education study found that 25% of adults now turn to social media for money advice. That number jumps to 61% for people 35 and under. Does that surprise or scare you?
It doesn't surprise me, but it does scare me, Erin.
Yeah.
Uh, the thing you got to remember is, education is awesome, but you really need to think about, do these people know anything about me, and how does this fit into my plan, my goals, what really I'm trying to accomplish?
Right.
It's not specific.
Exactly. On that note, many finfluencers condense complex investing strategies into quick, easy to follow videos without explaining downside risk. So what are the biggest risks when investing is presented this way?
A lot of times you don't know what the risks are, and you don't know what will trigger those risks. And you got to understand your investment time horizon, what the risks are, and what you're going to do when the market goes down, because it's not if the market will go down, it's when. How long will it take to recover, and how will you react? And the biggest thing is those finfluencers aren't going to be there for you personally when you need to make those choices. Just create content, and they're not going to be there and say, no, you're going to be fine, or you should get out, or they're not going to give you specific advice at the time that you really need it.
Right. And something you touched on earlier, many influencers lack real credentials. How can investors tell the difference between credible financial guidance and content designed to drive clicks or commissions?
Yeah, that's the big thing, is you want to check their credentials, make sure they're a fiduciary. Chances are, pretty unlikely, because the requirements for fiduciaries would not allow them to give financial advice over a video to people they don't know. But you want to make sure they have credentials, and then you're going to have to do a lot of your own homework. Don't just blindly trust them. If you think what they're saying might be a good idea, there's a lot of research that needs to go in on your part to make sure that does fit you, and you understand the risk reward trade-off and what you're really going to accomplish out of it.
So Josh, let's say a young investor comes to you looking for advice. What should they focus on first before worrying about stock picks, crypto, or the next big trend?
Yeah, what they need to focus on is just saving. Figure out how much you can afford to save now, and save regularly, save often, stay in the market, work on compound interest. Being successful in finance and saving and investing is not flashy, and it's not that exciting. It's actually kind of boring if you're doing it right.
Yeah.
And it's just, consistent deposits, making compound interest over a long period of time, and you'll have a great deal of success. Timing the market and trying to hit these booms and busts is really, really difficult, if not impossible. And it's, being good and getting where you want to be is just not flashy. It's not sexy. It's kind of boring when you're doing it right.
Yeah. You remind me of one of my favorite sayings, which is investing should be boring. If not, it's gambling.
Absolutely true.
All right. Well, let's turn you into a finfluencer, even though it's not, it's just the boring sound advice, but it's the best advice. Josh, if somebody would like to sit down with you, get that foundational investing plan in place, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, they can call us at the office at 260-488-8300, or jump on our website at millardfg.com and schedule a meeting.
Great. Josh, thank you.
Thank you, Erin.